Hey guys, welcome back to the Beehive. Little different setting here. You're probably here because of the title. And yes, the title is not clickbait. This possibly could be our last year on YouTube. I wanted to do this video with Charlie, and after these last couple days, I decided that I wanted to get it done now. And we may talk a little bit later in one of the vlogs with him as far as his feelings and such on this decision that we have come to. But I'm here today to go ahead and explain things, and we might travel a little bit back in time as well. I found it interesting doing it myself, and I thought I would share it with you. So the title says that this could possibly be our last year on YouTube, and that is correct. And we've come to this decision because of the growth that we see in our channel, and we're just not excited. For better lack of words, you know, there's gonna be a lot of things that I explain in this video that I just don't know how to explain it, so it just may fall out how it does, right? So let's travel a little bit back in time. I have some notes here just to kind of tell you, first of all, if you're new to the channel, who we are and where we came from and how we began. So, and if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my notes. I'm not ignoring you. So back on May 2nd, this is crazy, 2007, which was 12 years ago, I created a YouTube channel. I created an account, I should say. Not actually a channel, but an account. And so I guess I must have done that to watch videos and things like that. I don't know. But that's when our YouTube channel, the account actually was created. So at that time, Brooke was 6 and Blake was 4. Wow, that's crazy to even think. Ben was not even born yet. He was born in 2008. We lived here in North Carolina. We moved here when Brooke was 4 and Blake was 2 from Maryland, because we just wanted to make a better life for our kids as far as their education and things like that. And we just didn't like the direction that the education was going in the area that we lived. And at the time, I really didn't want to homeschool. I really wanted them to go to school. So we decided to just kind of pack up and move. And we literally just put our finger on a place on the map that was close to home still somewhat, where we could still drive in a day and go visit family and friends. And then we were close to the beach because our family really enjoys the beach. So yeah, I posted a few little videos during that time, and that way I could share them with family and friends. It wasn't like really that I was trying to make it into a business per se. It was more or less just sharing our videos with family and friends. And then 10 years ago, 2009, I posted a few videos again. I must have taken a break there for whatever reason, I don't know. But I started posting some more videos for family and such to look at. And I also have some videos that I ended up making private. Like, I have like all my sonogram videos from Benjamin. And actually I may have even taken them off the channel. They may be on my hard drive now. But I had videos like that out there, just random stuff. And then 2011 was when we made that video with Brooke, morning routine gone wrong. And that video was inspired because at that time she was watching videos about, you know, my morning routine and things like that. And she was a little girl and really enjoyed them. And she was like, it would be fun to make a video about my morning routine, but it go wrong, where I wake up and I get ready for school and find out that it's Saturday. And we were like, sure, you know, at that time, that was like Brooke pushing the issue. Like, we were like, sure, we'll do it, you know, whatever, it'll be fun as a family. And that video had so much love, hate, it was unbelievable, but it actually grew our channel pretty quickly. And I'm gonna go back in time again after I go through these years and show you the sub count that we had, and how it increased and things like that. That was kind of interesting as well. But that video was just purely done out of fun to be silly, and so many people took it serious. Like at the end, Brooke is like snappy with her parents, and people were like, oh my gosh, if I talked to my parents like that, I would get smacked. I'm like, yeah, if my kids did too, they probably would too. But it was all in fun. Like it was just fun and pretend, you know. Again, 2012, a few more videos here and there, nothing really big. And then 2014 comes along, and we start posting more consistently and very active on our YouTube channel. I think it must have been at this point I was like, we really grew a lot. Let's start making videos again. We have a lot of subscribers and people must want to see us post more. So we became more active on the channel for about a year. And we came back exactly 1 year later, 2015. Let's see, it was June? Yeah, June 2015. And at that point, I had kicked myself that we did not stay active that year, because I think that's kind of the year where like family vloggers kind of blew up on the platform and grew very quickly. That became a thing. I mean, I knew vlogging was prior to that, but I think that was like kind of like our golden year where I should have never quit YouTube. I should have kept with it. But again, I really wasn't looking at it as a business. I was looking at more of it just being fun and a hobby. And yeah, so I didn't really think of it as much more than that. So here we are at June 2015. Brooke got her braces put on July 2015. And the channel went crazy. And at that point, I can't remember when we became monetized. Way back in the day on YouTube, you used to have to actually apply to be a YouTube partner to actually earn revenue. And it may have been like 2014 I was doing that. I should have looked that up. I don't remember when we started making money, but I do remember you had to do an application, and if you were refused, you know, it was recommended to just keep trying, keep growing and things like that. And I want to say that YouTube accepted me as a partner, and then it was very shortly after that, then they opened up the platform to pretty much anybody who uploaded a video could be monetized. And I think that was crushing for a lot of people on the platform at that time, because, you know, we have worked so hard, well, at least we felt we had worked so hard to get to that level to say, oh my gosh, YouTube must really think I'm valuable on their platform if they're going to accept me and start paying me for ads that are run on the video, you know. So that was an exciting time. And again, it must have been right around that time. I'll have to go back and look, because I just don't remember. So here we are in 2015, and at that point I think is when I said, you know what, we're making pretty decent income. Nothing major. We might have been making, well, you had to make at least $100 a month to even get paid from the AdSense program. So we were definitely making over that. And I was like, you know what? I want to turn this into a business. I feel like that our family has some sort of value on this platform. And let's start pushing it and creating a business around it. Become more consistent. Become more creative in what I film. Obviously, you go back and you look at some of the other ones and I'm like, really? What was I thinking? It really wasn't all that good. But you know, you grow over time as with anything. So anyways, yeah, it became more of a business, but we were having fun doing it as a family. It was a lot of fun. And just recording every day. And, you know, we had our moments. There were some times where it wasn't fun, but for the most part, we were enjoying it enough to keep it going daily. Okay. And so that went on until our current time right now. Obviously, we've probably missed days in here, you know, here and there since 2015. But for the most part, very consistent in our uploads. The growth was amazing. 2015, 2016, 2017. We were just consistently growing. 2018, not so exciting. As a matter of fact, our growth was less than or more than 50% of what we have been growing at. I remember looking at our statistics 2 years ago, and we should have reached 100,000 subscribers 2 years ago. But that didn't happen. And then I was like, well, maybe the following year, because it looked pretty good then too. And it didn't happen. And now I think it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So that brings me into why I think that, and growth. And keep in mind, I know subs are not everything on YouTube anymore. It used to be, but it's not anymore. It's more about the views and the engagement, you know, the watch time. I know subs basically are not, you know, what you should gauge anything on, but I have pretty good common sense, I would think, and the views aren't there no more. The watch time's not there no more. And so, yeah, let's go ahead back in time again. Let's start back over and go to 2010, 2011, and we're talking January to January from year to year. 2010 to 2011, we gained 5 subscribers, you guys. That was amazing. Obviously, I was not very serious about the channel at that time. And I can't go back to 2007 because the analytics are not there for YouTube on the platform. 2011, 2012, we gained 118 subscribers. I was probably like, wow, 118 random strangers want to watch us on the internet. Why? Okay, then 2012, 2013, we gained 1,039 subscribers. Woo, baby. I think at that point I was like, wow, we're really liked here. Okay, and then 2013 to 2014, we gained 2,405 subscribers. Again, amazing growth. We took a break at that point afterwards. So 2014 to 2015, not so many. As before, we only gained 1,211 subscribers. 2015 to 2016, again, this is when we started taking things a little more serious with the channel and the content that we were putting out. But we gained 11,701 subscribers. And it was, you know, it was working. Things were working for us. And then 2016 to 2017, you ready for this? 33,257 subscribers. Amazing year for us on the platform. I felt like the business was doing really well. It was growing. And then 2017 to 2018, again, not much growth, but there still was. It was 33,277,000 subscribers. So within a couple years time there, we grew really quick and really fast. And then a lot of other things happened on the platform. You know, YouTube started changing certain ways on how your channel grew or how they shared your videos. You had the adpocalypse as well, which affected us tremendously. But I would say probably this last year on YouTube, 2018 to 2019, we only gained 13,914 subscribers. Wow, that's pretty crushing. And so, whew, keep it together. And so this past year has just been a lot of frustration, like questioning what have we done wrong. Obviously the whole thing of family vlogging is just not as popular as it used to be. So I feel like a lot of factors take into place. And I'm not here to like point fingers to say, oh, this is why I'm not growing, because I do believe that a lot of it could be and is us as far as why, you know, we're not growing anymore on the platform. Family vlogging has turned a lot more into this whole fictional pretend make-believe. Let's create a video around I don't know. I'm just gonna throw this out there, and I'm not saying that this is like a bad thing, but you know, mystery doors and creating a whole story, like a whole fictional type storyline. And you know what? If that works for your channel or you like those kind of videos, great. I do believe that some things work for other, you know, some things that work for others may not work for everybody, obviously. And that's one thing that just doesn't work for us now that the kids are older. They're not into the whole pretend make-believe kind of type videos. Let's create a story every day and it not be a real story. They're entertaining. I mean, obviously they do well. It's just, it's not what works for our family. So I've chosen not to go and take that path, because why would I want to make them do something that they don't enjoy? The challenges were fun, but again, you know, the kids kind of grew up and grew out of that. They don't want to do all the little challenges. Now, you know, challenges aren't as big as they used to be, but you know, the kids have grown up, so they're not as camera eye candy, if you will. I don't even want to say as entertaining. They've just grown up. I don't know how to really say that in a different way other than they've just grown up. And so I think that has played a lot as well into the videos. It's hard to do a daily entertaining family vlog when the kids are just not into it like they used to be, which is fine. I've never been one to make my kids perform on camera for the money or the views. It's usually always kind of been their thoughts and their ideas. Ben, he still kind of enjoys to do things a little bit, so you know, he created his channel, and again, I don't force him. He comes to me and says, hey, let's record this video, and I'm like, okay, sure, we'll do that. I don't make him, you know, say, you gotta record a video today for your channel. And I might say sometimes he might want something and it costs quite a bit of money, and I'm like, well, you know, you have the ability to make money, so if you want to choose to do that, you know. And I just encourage him, I don't make him. And so that's kind of why you'll see spurts of him putting videos up, because, you know, he knows that he can earn a little bit of income through that. But again, I don't push it. And same with Brooke. She pushed for the longest time, wanted her own channel. We finally were like, okay, sure. And, you know, with her, hers is more of, she just doesn't have the time that she used to when, like, you know, she's in school. And she could have done way better over the summertime, but she chose not to. But I didn't make her. Again, you know, with Brooke being a little bit older, she's 17. This is how I put it to her. I'm like, you know what? You're older, you want a car, you have bills you have to pay now, because she pays her insurance. And I'm like, you have an option. You either can get a job and drive to your job, or you can make videos on YouTube and grow and make your income that way. But she's at the level of, you know, she needs that responsibility to earn her own money at this point. And, you know, that's her thing. And I don't push it. I just tell her, look, you can either work in the home or wherever, you know what I mean, like on YouTube, or you need to find a job and you need to go out there and you need to work, because hello, you're gonna be 18 and you're gonna be an adult next year, and that's called #adulting. Here we are now to today, and you know, I enjoy the vlogging. I enjoy it a lot. I do believe that there are probably more boring vlogs than entertaining vlogs. But then I look at like the last 2 days, if you go back and look at our last 2 videos, they're very entertaining. I spent time on those videos. I edited those videos. I did everything that is right, you know, at least that I thought was right. They have the worst views ever. Like the worst. Like I'm talking views like from back in 2015 that we used to get. And it's like, why? Like, do people really like to see the boring side? Were they not clickbaity enough? I mean, I say that with a grain of salt because I don't really mean clickbaity, but clickable, I guess you would say. I don't know. I try to make them clickable. And I think, again, this is where I blame myself as far as the channel growth is. I'm not a very creative person. I wish I could. I try to find that creativity and I dig deep to find the creativity, but it's really hard sometimes. You know, I do know that it's all about the thumbnails and the titles, but I don't want to be misleading with that as well. You know, like for instance, yesterday's video, I wanted to title it the North Carolina Chinese Lantern Festival because that's what the video is about. And that's what it should be titled, and that's what it should have a thing in. But I was like, you know what? If I title it that, nobody's gonna watch it. And so I chose to go the route of a situation in the video rather than what the overall video was about. And the situation in the video was Brooke was really excited because she saw Ariel. And I was like, okay, well, let's work off that. Brooke is pretty clickable on our channel as far as the thumbnails go. And so let me go that route. And that didn't work. And so, I don't know. That's where it really becomes so really frustrating for me, because it's like, wow, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I don't know which direction to turn. So, here's what I'm going to try for 1 year, okay? We're going to give it 1 good year of trying to do things the right way as far as what YouTube thinks makes your videos shareable. And that is work with the thumbnails and work with the titles. Really put more effort into those. And write descriptive descriptions, which is something that I actually steered away from for the longest time. But I'm back on board with that. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to do things the right way. I'm going to use social media daily now to really push our videos and try to do things the way that YouTube says I should do them to become more searchable on their platform, if you will. And see how that works. I think if I give it 1 good year, 1 good try, and I feel like I've done everything that I can do, and I don't see any major growth, then I just have to say, you know, maybe our time has come to an end. Or maybe I should switch the channel over to something else. Maybe something for me, because I enjoy filming. You know, maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should just switch the channel over after a year if it doesn't work, into something else. I don't know. I'm sure I've probably forgot to say things. I got my notes here, but I'm sure I forgot to write something down and wish I could say it, but YouTube is tough. It is. There are some people who can land on the platform and grow quickly, whether it be because it's all in who they know, because I do believe that that is a plus as well on the platform now, like collabing with people who have you know, a bigger following than you. I believe that that helps you grow, but again, there's just so many people on the platform. I don't know what to think anymore. But I do know one thing, you know, liking a video and commenting on videos is extremely helpful. I don't reply to everybody's comments, but I do see everybody's comments. And maybe I do need to start replying to every single comment. I used to do that all the time, but it became tougher as, you know, you start to get more comments that come in every day. It's not just the comments on the daily video that goes up. You know, I'm still getting comments on the braces videos and things like that. So we get quite a few comments a day. And now I don't even know where to end my video here, because I don't know what more to say other than the fact that it's been fun while it's lasted. Hopefully it's not the end. Time will tell. I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna give it one more good year of doing things right, doing things the way that YouTube thinks that I should do them to become shareable on the platform. And that's where I'm gonna end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe if you're new. Hopefully we'll be around in a year. That's being sarcastic. And don't forget to buzz that like button. See you guys tomorrow.